Have there ever been any embarrassing moments working with animals and children? Well, yes, of course there have been. I haven't worked with children recently, so none of those spring to mind. But I think the embarrassing wildlife one that springs to mind was working with orangutans in Borneo, and we were doing orangutan diaries. And we were in the forest where all the orangutans are learning how to be wild orangutans. It's called forest school, and they have to learn all sorts of lessons before they're allowed to go back into the wild. And so we're doing a piece to camera when suddenly I see some of these little orangutans reading a book. Now, thinking this is probably not part of the forest school curriculum, I take a closer look at the book and realise that it's my book from my rucksack. And as I look even closer, I see that they've got into my rucksack that the crew is supposed to be keeping an eye on. Not only have they taken the book out, but they've also taken my makeup bag out, and they've proceeded to go up a tree with all the makeup. They've chewed through a lipstick. This is MAC lipstick. They've gouged out the eyeshadow. They've eaten half the blusher, and everything was everywhere. And I'm standing at the bottom of the tree trying to get any of the remaining makeup because, let's face it, it's quite expensive. And I had a 10-day shoot left with no makeup. So I managed to get a powder, a Kanebo powder, a MAC eyeliner, and I think an eyeshadow, and that was it. But what was even funnier was the state of the orangutans when they came down from the tree, and they were absolutely smeared with all this makeup. So that's not so much of an embarrassing moment, but a funny story.